Today, Hoenergy brings you a video on the parallel operation of two single-phase hybrid inverters and 4 batteries. This is the material you need to use. First, Hoenergy will mark the master and slave on the two single-phase hybrid inverters. Plug the red positive power cable into the wiring port accordingly. And plug the black negative cable cord into the wiring port accordingly. Perform the same operation on the slave machine. Plug the positive cable of the master machine into the positive terminal of the battery. Take another positive cable and plug it into the battery positive port in the same way. Next, plug the other end of that positive cable into the positive connector of the other battery. Use a total of 3 positive cables to connect the 4 batteries. Plug the other end of the positive optical cable from the slave machine into the last battery. Repeat the previous steps and insert the negative cable into the negative terminal of the battery in the same way. Take another 3 negative cables and follow the previous steps to connect the 4 batteries. Plug the other end of the negative cable from the slave machine into the last battery. Prepare 6 grounding cables for grounding installation. Overlap the ground cable connected to the hybrid inverter with another ground cable and plug it into the battery ground connection port. Plug the remaining 3 grounding cables into the battery and hybrid inverter main unit in the same way. Mark the last ground cable connected to the ground is plugged into the master hybrid inverter. Plug a communication cable into the master machine connection port. Plug the other end of the communication cable into the same position of the slave machine. Then take another cable and plug it into the BMS interface. Plug the other end of the cable into the BMS port of the battery. Next, follow the installation sequence in the video to plug in the corresponding positions. Plug the CT cable into the corresponding interface. Attach the CT box to the live wire connected to the meter. Pay attention to the direction of the arrow on the CT box. Next, perform parallel setup. Find 15 parallels in the setup and select to for the number. Select Master and set the address to 1. For the common CT, you have to choose Enable. When setting 8 parallel machines, select Enable. Setting up the slave hybrid inverter, repeat the steps of the master, but select the slave. Turn on the main power switch, turn on the switches of the 2 hybrid inverters, and turn on the switches of all batteries. Finally, the entire parallel successful tutorial is completed. Thank you for watching.